this point, why wouldn't people want to invest with you? At this point, you're going to be able to show them your history, your track record, and all these things that will really entice them to want to invest with you. So continuing our journey through the Western University campus here in London, Ontario, we're going through now, kind of as we're progressing towards some of the buildings, we'll go over the progression of skills that you should acquire on your success journey. And so what Stefan Aarnio outlines in his book, Self-Made, he's one of the first people to really recognize this progression. And basically his progression are the 5 levels basically along your success path. Level number 1 is a marketer, and that's where you're gonna start. And marketing is basically generating leads for other people or for other products. And the reason why this is number 1 is because the lifeblood of any business is marketing, is having those leads. Whether or not you're an investor who has to find leads to rent out your property, or if you're even an entrepreneur with a new app idea, you need to have leads coming in, generate lots of leads, and at a consistent basis. Number 2, skill level 2, is being a negotiator. And so negotiation comes into play after you start to develop lots of leads. By this point, you should be familiar enough with the business and you should be interacting with enough big players in the business that you can actually start negotiating different terms based on your leads. And so we always see this in real estate where you have certain tenants that maybe want to negotiate with you on a price, or if you're putting in offers on a property, you're going to have to start negotiating on it. Your first couple of property acquisitions, you're probably not going to get the best deal on. But after you've been doing it enough times, after you've been marketing, getting those leads, having lots of offers that you're putting out, you're going to have the confidence to negotiate better, and you're going to be able to actually work on that skill and become a good negotiator. Step 3 in the progression of success. And so becoming a producer, this is where you're actually producing products and you're actually really making value for people. Now, there are many people who have started this at number 1, just producing, making a great product. But if you really look at people's stories, a lot of people started the marketing and the negotiation first to actually learn what to produce. And this is how Stefan progressed up. He started with some smaller investments that weren't so successful, but when he really catapulted his success, it was because he started at a marketing company actually pitching investment ideas, and then later on started to use some of their principles in his own business, which then catapulted his success. Another similar story of success that follows these principles is Steve Jobs, actually. And if anyone's read Walter Isaacson's biography of Steve Jobs, you'll find that his path as well, he started out, he wasn't the producer, Steve Wozniak was. Steve Wozniak was the technologist designing all the technology. Steve Jobs was the guy who was out pitching Apple products, and who was the guy who negotiated some of the first Apple business deals with the Apple II and the Apple I. After that, he eventually began producing his own things and being the guy in charge. And so at this point, once you're producing really well, once you're able to negotiate great terms and you're able to build a ton of leads on all your products, then you're reaching a really good level of success. That's pretty much like your base. And at this point, you're gonna start to get some serious money going because you've reached an actual level of professionalism. This is the point in which you can start investing and actually putting your money into products. Because if you start investing too soon, you're not gonna know what good deals are, and you might end up actually wasting your money and not investing in a smart way. But if you've reached this point in your success journey, then you can finally invest in the proper products to actually give you that full return. Because once again, you have the infrastructure to produce, to make things that people want. You're able to negotiate to get the terms and the deals that you want. And you're able to get the leads to ensure that you never have a shortage of what you want. And so combining all of those, you can buy investments for a cheaper price. Let's say real estate, you can get them on a great deal. These investments that you know will be great, you're able to put in the work to actually make them even better. And then you have these assets that are gonna just be way better than anything you can invest in if you just started as an investor. As an early investor, you're not able to access a lot of these awesome opportunities because really there's gonna be so many other middlemen, your systems aren't gonna be efficient enough. And so at this point, you're gonna be super well off, but you're still not gonna be that final stage of super success that Stefan Aarnio talks about. And this final stage of success is called becoming a capitalist. And so being a capitalist is defined as using other people's money to invest in assets. And so once again, the reason why this isn't at stage 1 is because at stage 1, who are you to invest other people's money? Let's say it's a doctor or another successful professional. Why are they gonna invest their money with you? But if you're at the final stage and you've already been able to produce amazing products, you're already investing your own money, you have some skin in the game with products that are doing fantastic and actually being an incredible investment, at this point, why wouldn't people want to invest with you? At this point, you're going to be able to show them your history, your track record, and all these things that will really entice them to want to invest with you. And so then finally, if you're at this point in the game, then you've pretty much mastered the game, because at this point, you don't even need money to invest. You could start from scratch. You could be dropped off anywhere in the world, and as long as you've built up that skill set, you can apply that to your market once again, bring in money from other people, find these deals, find these products, negotiate them, and produce them to make them amazing. And so once you're at this level, it's really the ultimate level of success, because you have that confidence to go wherever you want to go within your niche, just because you've done things intelligently and built on that progression of success, which once again is marketer, negotiator, producer, investor, and then finally capitalist. I'm a pro. I'm a pro, don't need no warm-ups.
Nice.